Welcome back, everybody. I am Diesel, the most okayest player, and today I'm going to talk about the state of the game post Witch Queen. Things that I have seen that I really feel like the game could benefit from. If you enjoy my content prior to this, please leave a like and make sure you subscribe. And if you already do, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the video. Moving right into it, I want to talk about Glimmer and Legendary Shards.
What can I do for
the
you,
Glimmer
Warlock?
economy, for how much a Trials passage cost, to upgrade modules, how much they consist of, repeatable bounties. I don't think there's any reason why our Glimmer cap should not be at least 500,000. Going into more seasons, even the next 2 years of Destiny, I really feel like it's time for Master Raoul to have a button where you can purchase Glimmer with Legendary Shards. The next topic I want to talk about is Vanguard Ops.
Gambit's always looking for
Ask yourself, why are we at the Drifter? Because the Drifter, just like Saint 14, has the option where you can save up Ingrams and purchase said weapons, Gambit Ingrams. So these Ingrams allow you to buy specific targeted loot. Now, before you say, oh, we don't need another Ingram to fill up our overflow tank of Ingrams, hear me out. I want to talk about rotator specific weapons. What I want to talk about is, imagine us having a rotation for weekly activities like Vex Offensive or even the Sundial. I want to talk about the Sundial. The Sundial had specific weapons such as the Patron of Lost Causes, the Steel Feather Repeater. These weapons, in my opinion, are the best weapons out of a lot of the seasons. So imagine getting, at the end of this rotator this week, say it's Sundial, at the end of it, it unlocks a chest where you have a chance to get red borders. So this way you can craft your own red border weapons of sunset weapons that should have never been sunset. 1 week Vex Offensive, 1 week Sundial, even the Asterial Alignment. All those forgotten lost activities just on a rotator, kind of like how they brought back Vault of Glass. I think it would benefit in clear up the strike playlist and just bring light to a lot of stuff. And in my opinion, the Sundial really wasn't that bad of an activity. Moving on to Trials. Now, this is where I'm going to get some heat from the community. I know the community is going to be split.
I am glad
You're going to have your hardcore Trials players that are going to say, hey, you know what? I was there. I earned the loot. But back in the day where you had to get your chest at 3 wins or 5 wins or 7 wins, even your flawless chest, you were only able to get that specific loot for the week. So here's where I feel that Trials can have the same type of rotator from week to week and maybe have the possibility to buy older armor. And everybody knows that older armor set was a very good looking set of armor. And I highly doubt these are going to be the only 2 armor sets for Trials of Osiris. Now here's something I want to really talk about: shaders. Organizing the shaders, the ease of use of the shaders, even finding them. How many times are you in an LFG group or even talking amongst your peers in your clan and say, hey, that's a really good shader. What shader is that? Now, I got it. There's all symbols. There's different types of shaders. There's different logos on them that tell you what expansion they came from. But I'll tell you, I have a hell of a time trying to find a specific shader. I got to ask a million questions. What is the symbol on it? What expansion did it come from? With all the awesome quality of life changes, we really need to start getting some type of either recent shaders that we were able to have acquired or recent shaders that have been purchased, or having it in alphabetical order. I'm a big fan of organization, alphabetical order, so this way you can have some type of predictability as to where to find this shader. You got a lot of older school players that have been playing this game since the beginning, and they have tons upon tons of shaders. And lastly, up top right here, I think there should be another drop down where you can at least click and have a favorited shader location. I really think it'll be very versatile for opening up, selecting your shaders of your most commonly used shaders. I personally like the Leviathan shaders. I like the purple ones, the gold ones. Just aesthetically, I think it looks good. And I have a hell of a time trying to find the shader. Every single time, either I get a new shader or a new shader is unlocked. It would just be ease of use, and it would really help out with the organization of how shaders are in the game.
Okay if I listen to music while I work?
And last but not least, something that we all need to talk about: the 801 bounties, materials, and the quantities of how much we are allowed to hold. So, when Transmog first came out, we were only able to get 10 bounties.
How can I help?
As well as only being able to hold 15 Transmog completed bounty material, such as synth weave, synth cord, all of that stuff. Now, looking over here where it says plush synth cord, I gotta go all the way over here to find out who has synthweave bolt or synthweave cord. I think a quality of life update, having it stated like it states right here, synthweave bolt, it clearly states warlock armor. But when you go into your menu and you go all the way over to the right, rigid synth cord, is that a Titan? This one is a warlock. This one is obviously a Titan. The other one's obviously a hunter. But quality of life, they could just add that right there into the description. Now, I have personally unlocked all the armor that I want to unlock and saving up all my completed synthweave. Maybe I just don't want to transmog everything right now. I feel like I deserve the right to save up as many as I want for future unlocking. Lastly, guys, if you made it all the way to the end, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. All my most okay subscribers. I'm going to start trying to push out at least one video a week. And if you haven't had a great day yet, be sure to have one today. Thank you so much. Take it easy.